All right. And we are recording again. This is Fury 1031 playing Wild Flame. Over there is the Puppy Turtle playing Ash Gray. And down there, not coming up here, is Lance Von Alden playing Rovrin Von Alden.
I already did a little bit, so I'm waiting for you guys.
Not present.
Somewhere in the world.
Not present here. Not with us is Navy. Maxis, Navy, whatever. What is your usual screen name?
Yes.
Navy.
I don't fucking know
Navare.
usually. I've been going by Nav for so
Nav.
long, or I don't even know how I'd fucking pronounce it. Is the thing? It's just this you know.
Okay. And Aaronville, what have you got to say? I expected I would. I can't. Why can't I ever remember the voice I give for most of these people? I expected I would be asked to track many things during the course of our journey, but Vargamanda was not among them. Welcome back. Not for a moment did I doubt that you'd return safe and sound. I thought the villagers would be in hiding. Alvino's confidence in us must have reassured them. Scaling a massive mountain, fighting an elector, battle against a legendary monstrosity. Yes, you could say I'm a little tired. Amidst the chaos, I don't remember Kona's voice either. I mean, not that I had one for him, I just don't remember what his voice actually sounds like. Amidst the chaos of the Sky Ruins awakening, I had forgotten we still have the feat of ice to complete. And while we were contending with that screeching menace, I expect Bakul Jaja was off to the next feat. I see Master Alfino hath made good use of the time to further tend the wounded. Come on, Ryanje, do more of your funny talking. I like making that impression. I like talking like that. It's fun. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Garfield, which is what we call that guy. We occasionally substitute wrong names to tease the silly names that this game has.
Yeah, the sillier the name is, the more likely
the
it is to
temple,
end
then.
up with a fun nickname instead.
Yes, like the previous Alliance raid, we called Aglaya a gaggle. Euphrosyne, Euphrosyne, I called Europe, and Thalia is simple enough that we just didn't bother.
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour. Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town. But the recklessness of your fellow
I'm also
claimant
gonna say I hate how
has
there's like
rendered
one item
them
per most
pointless.
node nowadays in these maps.
Oh, that sucks.
There was a time where there was like 3 or 4 items per node. What the fuck, Square?
That's fucked up.
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
Yeah, I wonder what Bakul Jaja's plan is now that he dicked over these guys so utterly. Like he didn't even do either of the two
Yeah, no, like
feats they had.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? Do you want to win or do you just want to throw a bomb in the whole contest?
Like at this point, he has to just be banking on the idea of stealing everyone else's
Yeah.
keystones. Because like, there is no way he's going to be completing this legitimately now. They would never give him keystones.
What more would we
Which makes it
test
funny, he's still
Xibruq.
gonna fucking be
They
probably
have
competing in the next
defeated the
things.
Skyruin
Or at least
and
showing up
saved
for
the
them.
gods know how many lives.
I wouldn't be
they
surprised
are
if,
not
like,
worthy
I wouldn't be
heirs
surprised
to
if the game just
Ulu
eventually
Jaja,
sent him to just
no
out
one
seeking the city of gold
is.
before he's even done with the tablets, just to wait for us at the entrance,
Mm-hmm.
and to just be like, nope, you're handing them over.
Yeah.
Thanks for the delivery. Which would then be just us being like, no, you fuck you, you die.
Yep. You know, if the game lets us, that is. And doesn't force us to just stand there and watch helplessly while he steals our stuff.
Or worse, doesn't make us spare him.
God, I really hope we get to actually kill
He
him.
doesn't deserve a redemption arc.
Yeah, no, he doesn't deserve to be redeemed. I really hope they don't do that. I'd hope that...
Bakul Jaja, you know? The
Yeah,
asshole?
the evil
Yeah.
asshole.
The evil with two
Now
heads.
that our last claimant
Yeah.
has arrived,
Yeah, he doesn't
we can
deserve a
proceed
redemption.
with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
I think that's enough source in there. Getting a bunch of materials. Next one is in the water, apparently. So I'm gonna go swimming.
I don't see the keystone. What color is it? Oh, it's green again. Didn't we already have a green one?
Mm.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Afino, is your voice a little
Except that
higher?
one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valgarmanda.
Ooh, I like this place.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the
Are there any
gratitude
fishies?
of every Yokoi.
No fishies. Sadness. Wait, there's a
May glory
bottom.
and prosperity
Oh, that's fucking
continue to
cool.
bless Tuliolol as we enter this
So
new
that, where is the node?
age.
Oh, by the way, Grifferler, there's some douchebags of your people that are dressed in red. Can you get them in order? Because they seem to have it in their heads that they have any sort of legitimate authority here. You kind of you need to straighten them out. They're assholes.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the
Oh,
capital.
fuck, I need to level my
I'd like everyone to
miner.
get to know you and your people better.
Ugh.
Ha! I'll consider it if it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
It's not gonna be you, Kona.
He's allowed to dream.
Oh, it's a red one. Look, this is a
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
Grifferler. This is one of the ones I was talking about. Please set him straight. He thinks he has authority.
You Woklamat, was it not?
What was that?
I doubted you could slay
Oh,
Valikarmanda,
that is
but the
sad.
quiet skies proclaim your
Where is the
triumph.
Mauga?
Had the betrayal been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not.
No, I just found lesser
repay it.
polyons. I now know where they
I
are.
wouldn't even know what to ask for.
They're also near Earthenshire.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
Oh, Shaktural, not Zaktural? Okay. No, I've heard it pronounced both ways.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land.
I guess it depends what
suffused
the
with a
person's
golden
accent
glow.
says it is.
Its
Yeah.
people lived as
I
gods.
prefer it that way. That way you can just say,
Never
no, look, this
aging,
person's
never
similar to like Yashtola and Yashtola, like Lance would say.
free from hardship
Meow
and
meow.
conflict.
See, the more they...
Ren, welcome.
Oh, hi, Ren. The more these people talk about the Golden City, the more it sounds like they're just talking about the Ancients world. The ancient Aetheris. They're all like, oh, people lived as gods, never aging, never dying. And I'm just like, we saw that. It happened a long time ago. It's gone now. But like, So I'm curious. I mean, I've seen, before Dawntrail dropped, I saw theories that Solution 9 or something similar was actually the Golden City, which would kind of suck. I think. I don't know. I'm still undecided on that. But I guess it's with the idea of super advanced city being having good healthcare and power armor or something. I don't know.
Eventually, we saw shit in the trailer that was all like techie and power armor.
Oh, did we? I forget.
Um, yeah, we saw like a technological. We saw like a fucking army of robots. I think.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's that. I think it's not.
We're not finding El Dorado. We're finding a yellow alleg.
We're finding disappointment.
Probably. I wanted to go to El Dorado. I wanted to friggin' meet Miguel and Tulio.
Every
Only
building
they will be
was
surprised.
a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
I do like the fact that his speech is slow and stuttered. It's like, yes, he is speaking a second language. Like this isn't his natural language, so he's struggling a little bit.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Who is?
Vor
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously,
the red guy.
this was a detailed
guy.
description.
That guy.
The dreamers
Vorpalor.
consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Xibruq shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams.
forest. What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Was there perhaps a meteor shower in that area once?
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there.
'Cause, I mean, this is sounding a lot like the Echo.
Thank you for sharing your stories with
No,
us.
wait. Then again, no, the Echo happens just at, again, not everybody gets the visions like we do, and also it's not always of the past or future, or it's not always of the past or something. So yeah, no, it's not necessarily the Echo.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt.
Dude, it doesn't kill you to be courteous.
Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Oh, I'm sure they will, when you need to be obstructive for some dumb reason. There's everyone. Aaronville. So, Yaktel is where the Yokoi had their golden dreams. We may soon have the chance to investigate the tale firsthand. With only 2 keystones remaining, we've at last begun to gain a fuller picture of the legend of the Golden City. A heavenly land suffused with a golden glow. What a turn of events! We were only meant to strengthen the ice, but Bukul Jaja's idiocy forced us to do them one better. Long ago Long has it been since any from Chiwarger Saltern have deigned to enter Warlord's Echo. An unusual day for unusual visitors indeed. Should I do the same? Whatever. Watching Vorpolor get caught up in Wuklamat's unstoppable wake reminds me of my younger days. I don't think Vorpolor and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolal. But that doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. Right, time to track down the next elector. And just in case, yep. I think it's time we return to Tuliolal. After scaling Terra's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. The respite will be most welcome. I believe I hear the 4-hour cabins calling our names. Alright, I'll teleport us to Tuliolal.
it's a snow. Yay.
Snow. Cool. In which map?
The map that we were just in.
Oh. Oh yeah. Just, compulsively checking OBS to make sure I'm streaming properly. Yep. Okay, there we go. Come on, load. Why? We know. Yawn. I won't say no to clean sheets and a soft pillow. There's everybody. Trial. No sooner did we set foot back into Leola than I felt the weight of recent events set in all at once. I am definitely due for a long nap. There are still 2 feats to go. We want to face them refreshed and ready for action. I'll take the opportunity to think on some things. Welcome back to Tuliola. Your cabins are waiting for you. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Vuklamat? Vuklamat, did you hear me? Lost in our own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay! The best way I know. Attendant. I need to speak with an attendant somewhere. Oh, wait, there. Okay. I wonder, we can probably see the outside of this, of the outside. Where is the outside? Probably there. Welcome back, Master Flame. Your cabinet is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust.
You have a moment? There's something I wanted to talk to you about. So,
You don't have to be nervous. We can screw if you want.
Oh my god.
Alright, this is getting fucking infuriating. Is this fucking fate area not fate? Is this goddamn leaf quest on just a place where you can only fly to? Because that's fucking stupid. I swear, if Square did that, I'm gonna actually write a fucking post on the forum somewhere saying like, Square, Endwalker was a pile of, not Dawntrail was a pile of stupid decisions, one after the other. What the fuck?
Oof. What? Wait, what's the problem again?
I'm trying to get to this spot. Not item. Fuck off item. And it's on top of the fucking mountain with no ramp anywhere.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm just like, okay. What one you linked?
For the agent requests?
No, the
Okay.
one with my fucking leave quest. Because I need more levels in minor to get the node that I need.
That sucks.
And now I'm just thinking, wow, this is a stupid fucking place, isn't it?
Look, Lamont, there's a outside patio right there. Oh well.
Also, it's raining.
Okay.
I just need to say to Lamont that maybe we should stay inside. It's raining.
Look,
Alright,
Lamont.
I give us. This is a stupid fucking gate. Fate. Fucking. What's the name of it? Building the banks?
Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I feel I could feel the walls closing in. Since when have you been claustrophobic? Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuliolal. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. Look, Lamont, it's raining. Sorry, that's a fashion accessory, and there's a setting to have your character take one out whenever it's raining. Let me see. So that is under character, fashion accessories. And you can right click an umbrella to say auto use umbrella. Oh, that's one. What about this one? Oh, I see. Do I want that one, or do I want the red moon? Oh, I'll just keep that. Okay, which way are we going? Okay, we're teleporting to the Resplendent Quarter. Oh, Peshiwa. Oh, hello, dear. You're one of Wuklamat's new friends. Peshiwa, what are you doing up and about? Oh, no. Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how could I not be encouraged? Oh ho ho! There's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshua. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All of those smiling faces. Ah, sorry, Wild. I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to that spot I was thinking of. The Dad's wanting us to take in the sights instead of just sprinting from objective to objective. Oh, pretty sunset.
Lens flare is anachronistic, but it looks alright.
Yeah, like lots of things use lens flare because it's one of those reality's unrealistic things where we're so used to lens flares because of older movies that when there's none, it looks wrong.
This is much better.
Yeah, and the rain's gone too. Much better.
I used to come here all the time when I was little. Would look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Workor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
That was 45 seconds ago?
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living.
Yeah.
And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
Definitely not 3. One, like, I think it's not meant to be condescending, but it sounds condescending.
I went with 2, and we're not gonna talk about it.
Yes, we are. Whether you like it or not, we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, I like it. And I think
With eternal life and no struggle or conflict, it's certainly an ideal worth striving for. Who knows if we could make such a world a reality? But renouncing war and conquest seems like a good place to start.
Having an ideal to strive for, even if you don't achieve it, is, it can be good. I mean, you see Star Trek, and they're always like, oh, well, old. It's like an ideal for that humanity should strive for, even if they do have their own challenges. But like, man, this is kind of weird to have them say this when the previous expansion had an example where people did achieve something like that, and it just led to oh, what's the word? Stagnancy.
Right, and that was stupid. So this is hopefully walking back the stupid.
Eh.
So,
Like, it wasn't
this
stupid
is
to
my
have that
plan.
outcome be possible. It was stupid. The implication that that's the only possible way it could go is stupid.
Mm.
When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness. It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short
That's
a
at least
time.
the second one.
They did it again. They said here, feel, think again.
Game.
Yeah,
You still have a few of those left, but only a few.
They've done it 3
If you do
times.
that
like
if you do that too much,
getting old. It's getting old real fast for me. Like it's like, okay, I got it, game. It's the third time in this expansion so far. Stop.
Oh, third. There's been this.
I feel like it's the third. It might be the second in this expansion, but I feel like it's at least the third.
It's the third. Like
Yeah,
I can't
like-
remember definitely the previous two.
So independent.
One was on the boat.
Bankridge said once, I think.
Yeah.
Independent of my somewhat personal and extremely intense issues with Endwalker, one fault that I think it had is that it was or one not fault, one incompleteness that the
Hammerhead
game.
Crocodile I found, by the way. They are way northwest of the map. They are nowhere near Earthenshire.
Oh, I was a different crocodile then.
So one incompleteness that the game had as of the end of Endwalker is it had very thoroughly explored like the bad of life, but it hadn't really touched on what the good was, except in extremely vague and distant ways. And so I think it's a very natural and very good thing. It's like continuing from the moral Endwalker was going for, a natural thing to do for the next installment is to explore the converse of that and consider the positives of life.
I mean, it wasn't incompleteness. You're having the wrong take, because like it was about the coping with the fact that suffering and hardship are a fact of the world, and that our virtue is in our ability to handle it and to empathize with others.
Okay, but there's a lot of moments in the game that allude to the idea of the positive things that make life worth living, but the game's never explored in detail what those are. And that's just kind of a gap that I think is very natural for this one to try to fill.
You know what was wrong with the what were they called?
Like
What?
it's in answers.
You know,
Like there's some in answers. There are some lines that very vaguely touch on that, and I like seeing it. The game dive deeper into the idea that.
so you know what the the problem with the Navy. Do you remember what the aliens that went all gold, that had the golden world, and then they had the golden sphinx piece that killed themselves with? Do you remember what they were called?
The Nibiru, and
Nibiru,
the
yes.
problem with them
So
was that they killed themselves
no,
after
the
being criticized once.
no, they just had no answer for what the hell is the purpose of life. They just existed, and their problem was is because they didn't hear, feel, or think. They stopped. They didn't do that when they achieved their perfection, and that's why they ended up in stagnancy and did nothing with their lives and realized they had no purpose or goal in life and fell into depression. It's because of that. So
Right,
so we
but the
can we
game
can achieve we can strive for a better world, but we just need to keep hearing, feeling, and thinking.
right, and the game has never gotten into what the fuck that actually entails, and I like to see it maybe starting to do that.
Like I feel like at this point in this expansion, like every single time they've
Subtlety.
used it, it feels forced.
Yeah, a
It
little
feels
bit.
like they're just trying to jam it in there, and that's the
Yeah,
problem.
here it is. Yeah.
If it, like this is forced,
Like,
and I don't like that.
I feel like throughout the entirety of the Heidelin Zodiac arc, or the Zodi arc, if you will,
Mm.
I feel like we never actually learned what we're supposed to be hearing.
I feel like it is a more of a subtle thing rather than something that is spoon-fed to us.
It doesn't have to be spoon-fed. I just say it's good for it to be explored rather than kind of
Uh,
left alone.
I mean, there was like it's again through how we got told the story and how we felt about it, like with the learning about the Asians. Like we learned their backstory, their tragic what their the tragedy of what they lost, and we come to we empathize with them and come to but we come to empathize with them and understand them better, but we still fight to stop them. But had we not made not sort of peace, but had we not achieved that kind of understanding with Emmett Selk, I don't know if we would have really, you know, we probably wouldn't have succeeded as well with against Medion, because we were by befriending them in the past, by the everything, the emotions, the power of the emotions at the end of the universe and everything with Dynamis and all, we were able to call them forth, and they were able to work with us. Um, M itself was able to work with us to restore, to help us channel the Dynamis in the area to what we needed. Also, we were able to just empathize with Medion for being a victim of the despair of the universe just as much as she was the aggressor. Not to mention just the fact that throughout with all the side quests and all, we're supposed to be going about listening to people's woes and helping them out and empathizing.
There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
I wish that had been a dialogue
Thank
option.
gods for that.
I would have wished to have it say something like through to the end.
Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the caverns.
No, mini orchestrion. Wow, we don't sleep in cutscenes that often. wakes up. Ardbert there is like, what the fuck?
Oh, Fury, you're gonna have a similar situation as me. Your character wakes up, looks outside. Should be a bright early morning, except you took the cutscene in the middle of the Eorzean night.
Oops.
I just also found it kind of funny. It's like, wow, good job, me. Wake up in the middle of the night, feeling so invigorated.
Wild's like, Wild pounds his fist. My sleep schedule is so fucked.
I mean, you do only sleep like an hour per million years, if the in-game clock is to be believed. During which you're also in a temporal stasis, MSQ-wise, because that only lasted a year, but we've seen millions of Eorzean days since. Or maybe not millions, but like, you know what I mean. We've seen years of
I get you.
time since. Considering the servers have been up for over 10 years now, and like an hour of Eorzean time is like 3 minutes.
Often no.
You're looking like 1/20th, like, of, you know, essentially an Eorzean day is a human day is 20 Eorzean day.
Ooh. Oh wait, that's a glamour.
That's a shit ton of days, shit ton of years.
You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent? I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will be soon back onto the road for us. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Zoralja and Kona have completed thus far every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Uklamat would be equal with them, but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us one short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think that he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what is mine. This I swear.
I'm realizing something.
Yes?
In the English version, yes, I read and it seems kind of forced. But in the Japanese versions, I think that they meant it more as an allegory of Kruil trying to keep the memory of Hydaelyn alive.
Maybe.
Because in Japanese they do not add anything weird or extra. They just repeat what Hydaelyn told you so many times. Here, feel things. So I think that
Wait,
in
they
Japanese
repeat that
they just
here as
want to
well
connect.
in Japanese?
What?
They repeat that here as well in Japanese?
Yes.
God
Because
damn,
I know.
they love their catchphrase, don't they? Use it every 2
Yeah, but
cutscenes.
again, I think that they made the point harder in Japanese that Kruil just wants to keep Hydaelyn's memory alive. It's not like in English where they're trying to force it into sentences.
I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Vargamanda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. The last two keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and the Xibruq in the forests of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Xibruq. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a two-headed king known as the Autarch, before commencing his travels across Tural. He journeyed here several times afterward, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least, that is the commonly held belief. Your two-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. So, this Kittenram fellow must have come to Tuliolal. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yokoi architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Orshak, didn't you? Then Kittenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city? One of the grandest in Tural, once upon a time, and the seat of Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Xibruq. Then, all things considered, Yaktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? I kind of wish Wuklamot had like a slouching animation before walking off. It'll be fine. Just fine. How exciting! The design of Tural dirigibles intrigues me. I must note how they perform compared to Eorzean ships. For as much as I wish I could ignore him, Bakuljaja is a real threat. We can't afford to let our guard down. Yaktel, where the Yokoi dreamt of the Golden City. Ready to leave when you are. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yaktel? Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. Wuklamot, we had this talk. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. Oh, she's precious. Of course, I'm not gonna fucking... Oh, what's the word? Doff? No. I'm not gonna hand that off to Aaronville. I'll be nice. You're the nicest person I've ever met, Wild. I'll try not to crush your hand.
Yeah, I know I am.
There she is! Third promise. Wait a moment. Oh, this is Mablu. Mablu, what are you doing here? What voice did I give her? Mablu and Tobli. Of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring. We'll tell you for a price. Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yogg-Toroil as a protective ward for travelers, correct?
Kind of traveler's sport.
That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yogg-Toroil, to where it seems you are already bound. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there? Or yet another discovery to look forward to? Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks. I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible and I'm as good as there. Last call for passengers to Yogg-Toroil. I really hope she wins. Yogg-Toroil will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn Servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Ooh.
The fierce Xibruq hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yogg-Toroil.
Oh, this place is beautiful. It's like the Macalania Woods.
In ancient times,
You think I was
and
kidding when I
colored
said this was
mesmerizing shades
fucking
of blue
pretty?
and green by nature. It is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Ooh, that mist. Very cinematic.
It is here where the Xibruq and Mamul
Xibruq.
battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumautka. I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote? What's that?
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
Oh no, everyone's looking at her.
One time.
Is the Xibruq community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by? Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Nothing, no? Well, that journey was delightful. The wind was fair, and the vessel hardly rocked at all. Worry not. Cryle and I will ensure our promise doesn't wind up at the bottom of one of those cenotes. I can hardly fathom how difficult travel must have been before the second promise introduced dirigibles. Can you imagine having to walk all this way? Would it kill Erenville to give me the benefit of the doubt? Or the benefit of a second chance? With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in sight at all times. I don't know what you're talking about, Erenville. There are wide open roads all around that we'll be walking on.
That said, it's good to see that we have finally discovered the buddy system.
Yep. Hey, check this out, Puffy. The arc mount.
Oh yeah, I saw it earlier. I went ahead and picked up mine.
So cool. It's so pretty. Oh my god. I'm excited then. I am like, it is a suit that I am wearing. I am not riding it. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. This sign here was obscured by my mount, and I thought it was a marble right there. Oh my gosh, look at those things. They're so cute. Tiata. Yep. Oh wow, look at these flowers. They're aggressive flowers. Necrosis. They're like really close to the road, what the heck. Run! For all of Erenville's insistence, I've yet to discover anything particularly blue about this forest. See? No tumbles, thanks to Cryle and Alice, but it still counts. Take care not to get separated. I'd hate to lose you in this rapid undergrowth. Well, I would, but you guys kind of just walk off and leave me behind. All the time. Is that Xibruq over there? I wonder. Good, everyone's accounted for. Xibruq is up ahead. Let's be on our way. What's so blue about this forest? You'll see. Ha! Ha! I've fallen into high tide harbor enough times to be a professional diver. There's no way I'd fall into something like this on accident. Just so you know, I shall be very cross if you push me. Are all cenotes this deep, I wonder? Can we? Oh, we can't jump down there.
And nor can we push Alice, which I would not have in any way wanted to do if she hadn't mentioned it.
Yeah.
But now I want to do kind of badly.
swim down there. Aaronville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Are we ready to proceed? I'm eager to learn more about the Xibruqs and the Xibruq customs. We should press on. The other candidates may be well ahead of us. Oh, same thing and same thing. Ready to head on in? Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. Third promise in her retinue. Retinue? Or how's that word pronounced?
Retinue.
Retinue? Okay, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars, at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you.
What did you guys answer about holding her hand, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, we held her hand.
Or at least we would have if the game didn't let us. Had let us. Everyone?
That seems too gay.
And who might that be? There's but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him.
What instance are y'all in?
Checking. Once the game loads. Oh, still a cutscene. Ah, everyone's here before us.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your
What did you
mangy
say?
hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a legal panda in the first place.
I said we're still in another. We just moved to another cutscene.
Oh.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Xibruq Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people.
Rash. Okay, so all the X's are shush shush.
As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise, if you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation.
Oh.
You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Oh no.
Oh, now I see why you say that this is a cute place. Yes, it is a cute place.
What? You expect us to work
You're
with
gonna
one of
meet
these weaklings?
Well,
Please let us get Kona.
Only the triumphant team will receive
What?
keystone. I advise you to cooperate with your partner.
Oh no.
Teams will be decided by lots.
Hey, did you meet
Those who
any
draw the
rough
same
cards yet?
color will be paired accordingly.
Unmoved Rook.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to craft during that cutscene. But I guess I'm gonna have no time to craft.
12 forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Please, let us get Kona.
I get you, Wulamat.
I feel like the fact that we want Kona
Clemens,
means we
please
can,
present your colors.
and I feel like it's gonna be Jaja.
Yeah. Red.
Have red.
Please, red. Please.
Blue.
Please.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
I mean, already we know those two are not
Red.
together.
Oh!
Which means
But yes, the game gave us
Together
Quana,
again,
which is
as fate would have it.
Yay!
a bit surprising.
Yeah, you.
But at the same time,
victory's
I
as
think
good
that
as
lines
ours.
us up for a potential trial at 85.
Oh.
With
Because,
our
where
claimants
was the
thus
Scions
paired,
again in the team?
So too is
Yep.
their
Temporarily.
Yep.
Not the one head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Xibruq cuisine. Xibruq Pibil.
Xibruq Pibil. Wonder what that is.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
Alright, on today's episode of Iron Chef.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning
Speaking
to
of
it.
Iron Chef, we should probably eat something before it gets too late. I wouldn't like to eat like
Agreed.
yesterday at
Given
2
that the
a.m.
very future of our
Sure.
nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say? Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanuhanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelupelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
Ah, you're missing the point, Kona.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Xibruq Pibil will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Xibruq Pibil before. It's a light, I wonder.
Wild just whips on a chef's hand. He's like, "All right, claps his hand. All right, people, we've got a Xibruq Pibil to make. Let's hustle. Let's get it going. You, go gather the ingredients." It just starts yelling at people like he's the culinarian here. He knows how to cook.
Ash is so glad that he brought Wild with him this time, despite the loss of space-time permitting it.
I consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and
Fury, before you read everyone, what fucking instance are you in? I would like to craft something rather than sit
3.
around waiting for mats. Thank you.
I consider myself a connoisseur of all things tasty and Turali, but this is the first I've heard of Xibruq Pibil.
Now, a party invite from Lance way back when I booped would have fucking spared us that, but I guess he didn't see it.
Oh.
Nor did he hear me say it way back, you know.
Oh, you're on Maxis then?
Yes.
Why is he not more excited? This is the land of the Rothguard.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that actually. I mean, no, I should have realized that because the it's because they keep using Xibruq Tal or whatever. The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how best to proceed. Let us ask for his perspective.
Also, is it the? He's not a. Is he not a Rogadin in disguise?
Oh yeah. Oh, here you go, Navy.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Okay, so you gave me that, this, that, I think.
Yes.
This.
Yes.
How do you craft without seeing?
Huh?
Wearing a
Magic.
blind-
Magic. You don't need to see what you're doing when you know the movements. You just need to imagine it in your mind's eye. Eblin Alumin, I think?
Okay, I think you gave me 11, because I had 2 of them on me already.
Did you already give me Light Gerbera?
Light Gerbera.
It's a plant.
Ah, there it is.
I feel like there was 9 items, so that would be it, I think. Pretty sure there was 9 items.
9.
Which are full trade in this. I'm gonna count them just to be sure in my crafting list, but oh, do I have Scarcinite? That's easy enough. Yes. Good.
Okay. The first promise and Bakuldaj are formidable on the field, but in the kitchen, I think the odds are in our favor, especially with me around. Alice, eh? Do you suppose the first promise and Bakul Jaja will wear matching aprons? I ideally hope so. Only 2 claimants can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating, perhaps, but irrelevant. We shall prevail. Already got her. Briange. For the pairings to be thus decided, the stars align for us indeed.
Oh, yes. My bad, I was looking at Garland Pool.
As much as I would love to defeat you in a high-stakes culinary battle, defeat you all in a high-stakes culinary battle, I couldn't have asked for better allies.
And I do believe at this point you have access to the vendor here as well for gemstones.
Cool.
And this one is the one that has the other skins that I wouldn't.
Oop, Kona.
It's at the 8th right?
Yeah.
Here in a minute.
How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakuljaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong, and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. A level 90 culinarian.
I mean, no, our team with me contains a level 93 culinarian.
Okay. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed.
I don't know about that. I'm not.
Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6. The 2 claimants, Sarilja and Bukuljaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 30 more people we can mobilize. With the tasks suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided.
Imagine.
Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Xibruq Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Xibruq people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Okay. Well, it's at this time that I should probably, get dinner started a little bit.
We should pause on MSU because you're exactly on the objective I'm on.
Excellent.
And I'm in the middle of crafting.
Okay. Well, that's a be right back for now. Gonna pause my recording. And we are back. Let's get going. Time to interrogate people about food. I am streaming and I am recording. Oh, Coda. Oh, they're not talkable now. Oh, but they do have little speech bubbles. Come on, Kona, say something. Fine, it's just Alpha No. Taya see day. The food ain't ready yet, you hear? Oh, you aren't here for that? Apologies. I get people breathing down my neck constantly like they don't realize a proper meal takes time. This should be all I need. Colorful spices.
What is it with these games making mentions?
Yeah, I know.
Like, one is.
They're basing this off of the Central and Southern America, I guess.
Okay, but Lance's name doesn't have 5 fucking apostrophes in it.
Lance's real name is not a traditional Southern American name, I think.
Yes, he's right.
Like, you gotta, like...
To be honest, Spanish names are not traditional for South America.
That one's called achiote. we mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine.
That
But
actually sounded very South American, you know?
but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Achiote. I don't know
I
achiote.
don't know if it is real, but you know, it might be.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Wuk Dushun. The woods are peaceful now, but 80 years ago, this place bore many terrible scars of war. He has nothing important to say. I just wanted to talk to him. A fastidious fellow. Oh, hello. Look, there's some guardmen over there. Ooh. Aw, he's cute. He reminds me of Runar. The recipe for
it is real, actually.
Yep, the recipe for Xibruq Pibil. I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious it is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hunmu Ruk himself. Ruk. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Xibruq to be had at market. Wink. Aw, I like you.
Who?
Fastidious fellow.
I mean, yeah, he's cute.
Oh my god, this guy's wearing the starter Hrothgar outfit. Like the full starter Hrothgar outfit. That's hilarious. And doesn't make any sense considering that, you know.
I think you see a person I don't see.
Oh, it's like a wandering NPC.
Yep, he's not on my screen.
He's going to disappear.
Oh, there he is, there he is.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Tayat Sol, we've named ourselves after the Brash, who rule over the forest. A fitting title for those who look over the woods and its creatures.
Puppy, did you baby roulette, by the way?
Yeah, at the beginning of the day. Well, not roulette. I don't do the roulette anymore because they have too many babies and I used to choose some of them for roulette. I love all my babies the same. So, I just cycle through them in sequence now, and today is my pick.
And what flavor would that be? Yeah, so, oh, hello. Mamuljas. Ubigo Lancer? Ch, so much for our plan. Oh, they must be belonging to Baruch Jaja. Or no, maybe not. No, yes. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you looking at, Salt Liquor? Mind your own business. I'm trying to summon my withdraw my weapons. You better run. Rukinen. Oh, yeah, your question, dude. No need for that. Oh, gemstone trader. It's a navy. doing the head pat makes it look like I'm like waving my hand in front of his face to like hello, you there? Rao Ruruk. Uruk. Ah, Orion J and Wuklamat. A banana? That's smoke. Hehe, what fun this is. Let's see, did we find everybody? Alice, we haven't found Erinville. Sorry, before I talk to them, before I talk to inspect that, I'm going to try to find Aaronville. I mean, like, we don't have him to talk to. Like, it's just he would have a speech bubble above his head, if anything.
So I just spent the last 30 seconds trying to remember which one it is.
The bunny boy.
Yes. I have, for the benefit of the stream, I have very limited capacity to retain names. So I know the characters. I just don't know which names are which or which one any name refers to. Something about my brain just doesn't want to retain names. I went to a youth group. I went to a church youth group.
If you're gonna talk for a lengthy one, might as well pull out your mic. It's not working.
Not working?
Yeah. Oh no, wait. I might have you muted. Let me fix that. Actually. Yeah, I did have you muted. All right, go ahead.
I have very limited capacity to retain names. I went to my old youth group, my old church youth group, every Wednesday just about for, I think it was like 6 years. I saw people there hundreds of times, and of the 20 people there, I learned like 6 of their names. Like I knew them. I knew that. Like I knew them. I knew these people. I knew them as that one, who looks like that, and I didn't know what their fucking names were. I just don't retain them for some reason. Something about my brain just makes them slip away.
Look at the clues gathering. Are you talking, Fury? We cannot hear you nor on Discord nor on Twitch.
Hello. Okay.
There you are.
Oh my god, this stupid headset. That means like I've been silent for the last like 10 minutes.
Not 10 minutes, but yeah, a little bit.
I fucking hate this headset. I should try to get it replaced.
Okay.
Well, shit, that means
Yeah. So we were talking about I had Ash give the wrong answers to the question, and it just has another character tell you why that doesn't make sense, and then he kicks it back.
I hate this headset. Alright. So to summarize, this dish is one of Xibruq, flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote and steamed underground within najul or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you all were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Xibruq, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Heh, leave it to our master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. He is just so proud of his firewood gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I am happy to lead someone else to a suitable Xibruq if they will perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the Najulis, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Yatika heartland, forests far below these. You know, it might be Nahul or Nayul. I don't know. I'll just keep saying Najul. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamati, Wild, if you would accompany me on my errand. No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our tasks then.
Oh my god. The phrase whet my appetite has had an H in it this entire time. My life is a lie.
Yes, it has. It's as in whetstone, like sharpening. Lamati had no specific task assigned to her, so I had her accompany me. No more, no less. Sure, dude. Sure. Oh, that guy's wearing Cryptlurker gear, I think. I know, it looks like Cryptlurker, but it's not. Mounted linen cloak of aiming. I don't know, maybe it's just been too long and I don't remember what Cryptlurker gear looks like anymore. Come on, let's go and get this Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Sliced Xibruq wrapped in Najul leaves? That sounds like a winning combination to me. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Oriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Maybe. Oh, hello. Look, it's another sleeping floof. He scratches his belly. Oh, in this way. The earth here is indeed fashioned into an oven of sorts. Fascinating. An underground oven! This must be the cook Odianje was talking about. Oh, hello again. Did you need something? A jewel leaves, for purposes other than Xibruq Pibil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forests for more. Golmajik Grove is the source of the finest Najuli leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in the city markets can't compare. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika heartland we go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires you go through the Tainbeck Traverse, but it has been caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Xibruq Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. Heh, I can't wait. Still, if there are no leaves here and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliyollal. So perhaps there is something about Xibruq Pibil that we have yet to learn, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing. Ahem. If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between the Xibral and the Mamulja, right? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Xibruq Pibil. Huh? What does Steam Xibruq have to do with the bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilion Asso. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilion Asso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. I was told not to talk about the Xibruq Pibil, the history of our people, and the important developments therein are another matter. ether current.
Yeah.
Northeast. Probably behind that tree. Oh. Oh. 68 to the east. Oh, down there. Okay. Everyone knows there was a war between the Mamulja and the Xibruq, but I may have forgotten some of the details. The village of Ilion Asso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. Oh, Lance is already there. Oh my god, they're flying squirrels too. They got the little wingies. Oh, a piranha. Oh, ether current. Kona. This place feels forgotten by time. So this is the village of Ilion Asso, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Wook Evu, you keep showing up in places. You're important, aren't you? You're one of the fighters who were alongside Galul Jaja, isn't he? Pretty sure he is. Wook Evu, I didn't know you were in Yaktel. I was picking up lumber from Xibruq Pibil when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wook-Evu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue? What was it?
It is retinue.
Retinue. I presume? For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh, he's gonna do the thing. He's gonna do the thing. Kona! Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard... Kona? As in the second promise of Tuli Yolal? To think I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer! Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again! I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. And right on cue. At least he's consistent.
Like the fifth time he's done it, and it honestly wasn't funny the first time.
Yeah, that's a matter of opinion.
It's difficult. Not a big deal.
I enjoy the fact that he gets that when he's ashamed, he is so he's so extreme as to suggest actually killing him. That makes it amusing to me. I understand you wish to learn about Xibruq Pibil. While I am forbidden by the Xibruq... No, wait, it's not like that. It's Xibrashrash to divulge any information regarding its preparation. I would be happy to share what I know of Yuktel's history. You know what the punchline of this running gag would be? If when he speaks to Bakul Jaja, and he's like, "Oh, you're one of the claimants." Anyway, and just gives him no respect. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Xibral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forests, the home of the Xibral. And they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground. And the Xibral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. Of course, I'm reminded of I have the high ground from from Star Wars Episode 3, but more than that, I'm reminded of Backstroke of the West. You underrated my ability. Everything ends the peaceful is willing to. The geography that I stand compares you superior. Oh, what a mess that thing is. Okay, but as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. Ugh, the wretched beasts.
Hey, Guru Jajai is a blessed sibling.
I know, that's why I joked like that. Anyway, you must understand, the Mamulja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigo, Bunawa, and Dobro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Xibral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bonawa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bunawa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head.
What you mean? Heads?
I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. This war was like long ago, and this place is still burned down.
That's weird, actually.
By the 12.
I mean, remember what blessed siblings can do?
What
Like
happened here?
that crazy fire magic.
Yep. But like that wasn't like it's not like an eternal fire like with the Garmanda.
Yeah, but this is not in flames anymore. It's just just death.
Yeah, but it should be. I mean, it's starting to have regrowth, but like that should be much more further along.
Also, are the 12 a thing here, or is Koana using a thing from?
He learned it in Charlian.
Yeah. That's a fun little detail that he.
Oh, I don't have my phone with me.
This is where most battles were fought between the Xibruq and Mamulja, the Xibruq Cinderfield.
Xibruq. I need to remember that's how it's pronounced. Xibruq Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
And Kona gets to speak. Am I going to remember his voice?
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago.
And I need to, and I will now try to remember that Wook Ivu kind of sounds like vaguely like Uncle Iroh. not the same voice, just like kind of a similar speech pattern.
Yeah, I noticed that similarity occurred to me too.
And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter. Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago. Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
Yep, counting both heads, that is a full party.
First they seal Valley Armanda at full strength.
I mean, one head Viper, the other head is a black mage.
Mm-hmm.
It was during
I think that the
armistice
Hanu is
both
since
sides
they can
gathered
conjure
for
when they are a
negotiations
conjurer.
at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Oh, echo time.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Have we heard Galul Jaja's younger voice before? I don't know if we have.
I don't think so.
Also, why do these guys have these weird hairstyles? Like, God, these two both have the same hairstyle. The guy has, yeesh.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
I mean, that's a good point.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance?
Are you talking shit about us, dude? Ah, no, we did have a pretty bloody past in Eorzea.
I think he's mostly talking about the Guardian Empire.
Them too, but...
Not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
Oh. Kryle's grandfather.
He's from across the ocean.
No.
I don't know.
This is 80 years ago.
80.
Kyle's grandfather came 20 years ago.
Oh, 20 years ago? Is that what she... I don't remember that. I thought he was... Oh, God, no. What am I thinking? This is the guy they've talked about. I can't remember his name. And I thought Kryle...
Get on something?
Ketan Ram.
Ketan Ram, yes. And that's not Navy. That's Ren.
Ramen.
Oh, sorry. That confused me. They
Yeah.
have a similar voice.
For some reason, briefly, I thought that Kryle was like adopted, because this is the only, or only person from the, from Eorzea and stuff that I just like was thinking about at the time of her grandfather rather than Kitchen Ram.
Yeah, but we don't know what happened with her grandfather. We just know that he has some connection here. He thinks that she thinks that he might have come here, but we don't know. But that was 20 years ago, not now.
I've been to the
No,
ocean
not 80
before,
years. Sorry.
and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see.
So yeah,
What sort of
it's not the
vessel could
same
possibly
era.
reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Belu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation, the guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Xibruq steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more,
Cutie?
"Their
What?
flavors," he said,
Oh, did you
"would
stop
be
playing?
even
No.
better combined." And he proceeded
Since you
to
were not
help
saying
them
anything, but...
prepare the new creation.
I'm in I'm in a cutscene, so like I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's Xibruq Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Xibruq and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
They're terrible at shaking hands. They're both extending like the hands on the same side.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Xibruq Pibil and the history it has written.
Okay. I had bumped my microphone, so I needed to fix it.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong?
They're being watched.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
I hope I have been of sufficient service to the third promise. I still can't quite remember Kona's voice. I never imagined our father was instrumental to Xibruq Pibil's invention. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we are doing the same now. It's thanks to Wukevu that we were able to learn this forest's history. That's twice now that he's helped us. To think we might have never have met him if we hadn't thought to fix the float. Already said that. wise. Wukavu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Xibruq Pibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves, unless... Tell me, was this historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Ooh, what's this? Oh, cave of water. Can't go in, but oh well. What does Kona want with the monument? It's only speculation, but I dare to hope. Huh. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true, especially at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamati, Wild, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here. This soil has been recently overturned. Ooh, look, someone buried the box. Well, well. I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are. Fresh Najul leaves. Unmu Rook's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. So he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Vukevu. We wouldn't have found these leads without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And, with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, all devised solutions, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tudiolal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Xibruq. Shit, I forgot to attune to the fucking Aetheryte. I don't know if you can teleport and I can accept it. I don't think I'll be able to accept it because I don't think I've attuned to it. I don't think I can because I haven't attuned to it. But go ahead and try teleporting. I cannot. Shit. I was so busy just trying to like follow the story that I forgot.
I mean, I took the long road, to be honest.
Where is the road?
Poppy, can you change your screen for a moment, please? I want to check if something happens on your side that I know is gonna happen on Fury's side. You can continue the quest, don't worry. Although you can wait for Fury too.
Oh boy, this is taking a while. Why am I like... Oh no, the squirrel has found me. Now to proceed with the objective. Alright, what do you want Puppy to see?
I mean, Poppy get to the objective, I suppose. I think Fury's there already.
This up or down? No. You had to wonder whether Wukavu is actually a historian and not a shipwright. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. You had... Oh, she already said that, and... I'm glad... Yep, okay.
Okay, let's see.
How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Wukevu came along and helped us find them. Wukevu was here? I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. That Gurul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions, but how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in cooking in order. Uriange and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. Erinville and I found our Xibruq, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I picked a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. Me! Me! Oh, me!
Wait.
Oh. Wait?
Continue.
Okay.
Don't say anything. You don't say anything. Just continue.
I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. Wild is seething. Oh. Oh!
Look at the difference. There is a difference between you and Puppy.
Okay, let me check Puppy's screen really quick.
It recognizes you as a master culinarian, but Puppy, unfortunately, he doesn't have culinary skills.
And you, I hope, I could use your adventurer's grit when it comes to skinning the Xibruq.
Okay, Puppy, now you can stop sharing screen, okay?
As I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian. Kryl! Why are you special? Why are you the only one that can recognize my skills? So, funny thing, back in Stormblood, when our characters, get our asses handed to them by Xenos, Y'shtola is seriously wounded, and Kryl shows up to heal Y'shtola. If you are playing as a healer at that moment, Kryl will look at you and say, "Why aren't you helping?" And then you'll just get down to help her. If you aren't playing a healer at that moment, she'll just tell you to hold Y'shtola down, which I don't see what that accomplishes, but I like the fact that it's some part of the main story that actually addresses the fact that you have that class and should be able to help. So this sort of thing makes me really happy that it acknowledges crafting class progression. I need to screenshot this. Because this is rare. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then. Now, what did Tweedledee and Tweedledum and Tweedledummer have been up to? Kryl, I just
smells so good.
Wild in the background is like, Kryl, I just want to say how much it means to me that you acknowledge my skills. Nobody else ever does on a regular basis, and you have acknowledged my skills twice.
Oh, now I think I'm gonna want Puppy to share screen in a moment again. There's another thingy that
Good.
might
There is still
not
time.
refer to him directly.
I shall prepare our sample at once.
Okay.
But he can tell us what's the difference.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Yay! She's not letting his barbs hurt her anymore.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
That looks good.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Xibruq Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Xibruq.
Xibruq.
It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
It is an HQ item, by the way.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Xibruq Pibil admirably.
Yay. Is there
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoctel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it.
But shush, shush, don't say it out loud. The others will hear.
What will they do about it?
Your willingness
They
to
didn't
take
learn
lessons
anything.
from the past.
They could pretend they know.
Aspiring Dawn servants.
Yeah, but he will
And
know
for that,
because, it's not
I commend you.
about pretending to know, it's about making it the dish.
All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Oh, yours blows.
Ours is also a faithful example of Xibruq Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I do not taste the love.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Xibruq Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
And you know what? It does make a difference, okay?
I believe it. I've never cooked with banana leaves, but
It's just some crusty old leaf. What difference
I
could it
have.
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Xibruq Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
ominous. Oh, Kryl, what do you...
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Shit, he really is evil.
What do I care for
We'll
this
see later.
sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! Xibruq is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the Najuli rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I predict there is a Google search uptick
That was bliss.
in Xibruq Pibil.
You've got real culinary talent. If you
Yeah.
ever tire of adventure,
Oh.
you can always be my personal chef.
Puppy, is she talking to you here or is she talking to Kryl?
Let's see.
Puppy?
I'm curious.
It's not neither. It's the claimants.
Oh, can you stream?
Oh, thought I was already. Sorry.
You were earlier. I don't know what happened.
No, I told him you can stop, but
Ah,
I
I
suppose he
missed.
stopped.
Oh, it just proceeded directly to the two of them?
So she never said anything like, you have got great culinary talent? Nothing like that?
No.
Huh.
So funny, she recognizes you two.
Oh my god, I love her even more.
Maybe when Puppy gets his culinary to level high, he can redo the costume. It would be different.
And screenshot. This is like such a high honor. Like this flattery. Yes, Muklamat.
Palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any Xibruq Pibil left? I could really use another helping.
Adorable. God, I want some too. I want to make some. Ooh, a floof. One final feat remains. After this one, I hardly know what to expect. Depriving the first promise of a keystone is a crucial victory indeed. We need to start considering how to reclaim that keystone from Bakuljaja. I'm relieved that our dish was well received. Anyone else? No. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Xibruq Pibil again. Here, Wild. Trial made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Yes! Yes! Feet of the Brotherhood, here we come. One final feat remains after this. Oh, I already saw that one. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Teenbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impossible. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds, if Aaronville would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Wild? Let us reconvene here at our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can.
I think this is a good moment. This is a good moment to stop. Sorry.
I was gonna suggest the same thing, actually.
Alright.
Yeah, please start your nightly stoppings.
I did tune to the ether, right? Yeah. Oh. Hello. And Uklamat? This fellow looks promising. Definitely older than I am.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hi.
stop here.
Yep.
So that we can talk to this guy first.
I hope someone in Xibruq knows something. All right. Okay. Well then, that's gonna be it for the recording. I'm glad. Thanks for watching. And hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.